I think we're live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for a very exciting stream tonight. Dirt and Dust, designed by Petr Koslava, who's a good friend of mine. Full disclosure there, Petr's a friend of mine. And this is a sponsored video. Albi are publishing this game. It's also being distributed by Ares Games, and it's going to be available at Gen Con. So if you are on the way to Gen Con or you are going to Gen Con, then you can try out this game. Stop by the Ares booth. Petr will be there. He's going to be demoing the game, so pop in, say hi to him, and all of that stuff. It's also very exciting because this is the last live stream that I'm ever going to do in this studio. Hopefully, I'm having a new studio built tomorrow, and if all goes to plan, this is the last live stream that I will do in this room. After many, many, many years, hundreds and hundreds of live streams, this might be the last one.
We can feel honoured that we ask people to play in this
Yes. Now, if on Friday night I'm back in this room, don't say anything, because that means everything has gone wrong. Okay, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be playing through a 3-player game of this. I'm going to be teaching you how to play the game. Most of the rules are going to be up front, but you two have played before. And this is a game that has simultaneous play. So what I will say, when you see the length of this video, that isn't going to be how long an actual game takes, because once you know the game, you will be all playing simultaneously. What we're going to do today is we're going to be playing over 10 rounds, always 10 rounds. We're going to be playing the first 2 rounds, and we're going to take it in turns, and we're going to explain what it is that we're doing. From round 3 onwards, we will play simultaneously, but I will be explaining to you what I'm doing and just trusting that you two are, doing the right thing. If Mark wins by 50 points, we know he's been cheating.
6 speed for everyone.
So, Dirt and Dust is a rally racing game. Now, I don't follow rally racing myself, but having spoken to the designer about it, and he was explaining why some of the rules are the way that they are, that's because of the theme. So, I think he has integrated the theme in this game quite well. And we are going to be playing over 10 rounds, as I mentioned. Now, at the start of the game, you choose a stage to play. There are 5 stages to play in the game. However, the YouTube voting system only allowed us to choose 4. So we can either go by the sea, which is this stage here. We can go through the forest. We can go... Where's the other ones? Here? Through a village, through the mountains. And there is a 5th one, which is at night. We can drive around at night. So unfortunately, YouTube only allowed me a choice of 4. And we're going to close the poll now and see what's received the most votes. And I think it is mountains. It looks like mountains. Wow, 0% of people voted for By the Sea, which is actually the recommended start one after you've gone through the trial. If you do get this game, I would strongly recommend the first time you play it, playing through the trial, which is 5 cards. It's only 5 cards. And yeah, I would definitely play that because this game is a little tricksy. The first time we played this game, we all sat down to play it. We learned how to play the game from the rulebook, which is a very good rulebook, but we all got a bit confused. Now, that's not because the rules are not very good. It's because this isn't your normal deck building game. There are things in this game which work in a very different way, and it's all about handling the position of your car on your player board, and learning how to do that takes a game. So definitely play the trial first when you play the game. And yeah, so what have we voted on? Mountains. Mountains. Right, so you take the 10 stage cards for the mountain. They are all numbered, 1 to 10. And what we do is we put them face down in a pile here, and then we're going to reveal the first one. So these aren't shuffled in any way. You always do these in order. And these are the first 6 stage cards for the mountain stage of the race. I'll come on to those later on. But essentially what we're doing is we're playing, as I mentioned, over 10 rounds. Each round represents one of these cards. And we start with a deck of 10 cards. Now, the 10 cards that you start with in your deck, there are 5 standard cards that everybody has in their deck. But the other 5 cards, if you see mine here, they've got the yellow stripe on. That's because I am Aiko Yamamoto. That is my driver. And I have 5 cards which are unique to me. Mark, you're playing Sofia Fernandez, I believe.
Yes.
And Chris, who are you today? Today, Matthew.
I am Fenrik Kovac.
Yeah.
Kovac.
Kovac. Yeah. Okay. So we've got our 10 cards, which are our starting deck. And what you do is you shuffle those cards and you draw 5. 5 cards is your starting hand. You also have 3 dice. You have 2 player boards. And I'm going to show you this player board now. If I press the right button on here. Yep, there you go. So this is a player board. What you do is you start with your car, which always goes in the top middle section at the start. You have 3 hazard dice here. You have your damage counters, which are all grey side up because your car is not damaged at the start of the game. You have 2 dials for tracking how many wrenches you have and how much traction you have. And you also have a damage marker. The way that the damage marker is going to work is that whenever it hits the 5, you flip over the leftmost one of these damage tokens, and then you reset the marker back to the same position. So the more and more your car gets damaged over the course of the game, the more of these tokens you're going to flip over. If you ever get to the end, then you are out of the game. You also have these hazard dice, and you can see here that you may take a hazard dice to get 2 traction. That's one of the main ways of getting traction in the game, is by gaining one of your hazard dice. But hazard dice are bad. And at the end of the game, you'll lose 1 point or 1 speed, because speed is points. You'll lose 1 for every hazard die you got. That's a quick note about this. But while I'm here, I just wanted to mention this. This here allows you, if your car is in the bottom of your board, which represents that you're decelerating, you may spend 1 traction to move 1 space to the left or 1 space to the right. As I mentioned earlier on, it's all about manipulating where your car is on here in order to get the most amount of speed, which is points, or popularity. If you're driving really close to the edge, you're going to be gaining popularity represented by the blue flame instead of actual points. But you start off there, and that's that. Also, in setup, we have 9 cards in a market. Now, you always use cards numbered 1 to 9. The number is in the bottom right-hand corner. I do have a preset for this. Nope, wrong one. That one, that's the one. So we've got cards 1 to 9. We're using the A cards. The game does come with B cards, and you can use either all the A cards, or you can use the B cards, or you can use a mix of both. But you need to use 9 different cards numbered 1 to 9. These are cards that we can buy over the course of the game by spending wrenches. Some of them are worth points at the end of the game. Some of them are worth negative points at the end of the game. And I just wanted to highlight this one here, that this is actually -1 point at the end of the game. In our first game, we didn't spot that minus symbol. So people were buying this card thinking, oh, this is a good card. It's cheap. It's worth a point. No, it's not. It's worth -1 point. That's the setup, I believe, done. So the way that it works is the game plays over 10 rounds. Each round has 4 phases. The first phase of the game is called dice roll phase. So we roll our dice. So each player has 3 dice. Nobody has any hazard dice at the start of the game. But what we all do is we roll our dice. And then what you do is you place your dice onto the slots of your player board. And I'm glad that I've rolled 2 of the same number.
Help me.
And you in fact, Chris has rolled exactly the same. So this, everybody has another player board, which is this, which has your draw pile on the left-hand side, your discard pile on the right-hand side, and then position for your dice at the top. Now, one of the things that you can do with wrenches, if you have any wrenches, you can spend them to adjust the values of these dice up or down by 1. And you can use multiple wrenches if you want to adjust the value of a dice, but you cannot wrap around. 1 does not wrap around to 6. The icon is printed on the player board here, so if I really wanted a 4, I can go. Right, that's the dice roll phase done. Now, the other thing in the dice roll phase is if one player had more popularity than anybody else, they would also get this die. This is the popularity die, and on it there's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 1, there's a 2, and there's 2 blanks. So you might get an extra 1 or 2 if you've got the popularity die. Nobody starts with that. So then what happens is we go into the driving phase. This is the part of the game where play takes place simultaneously. But as I mentioned, I'm going to play my turn first, then Chris, then Mark. Once we're on turn 3, we'll then start playing simultaneously. There are 5 different actions that you can do on your turn. There is a player aid with a summary of all of the different actions, and you can do as many of the actions as you want, as many times as you want, in any order you want. So let's go through the different actions in the game, and then I'll start going into the details. So one of the actions that you can do in the game is to play a card from your hand onto a slot on your playboard. So if I really wanted to, I could put that card there. There does not need to be, as far as I understand it, there does not need to be a dice above the slot. I will say that the designer was going to be tuning in and watching us play so that he can correct me if there are any errors. Unfortunately, Petter is on a plane on the way to Gen Con. So if we do make any rules errors, I will add some Klingon subtitles into the video, and I will put something in the description of the video. But hopefully, cross fingers, we don't make any rules errors. As far as I understand it, you can play a card to a slot that does not have a dice above it. There are reasons why you might want to do that. None of us ever did in the last game, but you might want to. Oh, did you do it? Right, okay. But let's say you decide to play a card to a slot that has some dice in it. Another action that you can take in the game is you can actually resolve one of your active cards. And in order to do that, you need to spend the die that's above it, you move it below, and then you do what the card says. Now that card, and this is one of the tricks of this game that makes it stand out from other deck building games, is that card stays there. So for example, I rolled 2 5s. If I play that card there, I can then resolve that card. I can then resolve that card again. Now, if we just jump ahead, what's going to happen at the end of the round, all of these cards on my playboard are going to slide one to the right, which means that card is still there for next round. And if I roll any 4s, I can do it again. So the longer your cards stick around, the more times that you can use them. And that's why sometimes you might want to play a card to get it out of your hand, even though you're not going to use it this turn. Right, so playing a card, resolving a card, they are 2 of the actions that you can do. And again, I'll explain that in a bit more detail in a minute. Another thing you can do is you can purchase a new racing team card. So these racing team cards here, it is that button, right? You can spend wrenches to buy these cards. Now, what I've done is I've kind of put them in numeric order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The cost to buy the cards is in wrenches at the top. So to buy this card, for example, will cost you 3 wrenches. You spend 3 wrenches from your player board. You take this card and you will put it into your discard pile. It goes face up into your discard pile. And normal deck building rules apply. If you've never played a deck building game before, whenever your draw deck is empty, if you ever need to draw a card, then you immediately shuffle your discard pile together, make a new deck, and draw it. And these cards in the market, this represents your racing team. These are better cards than the ones that you start with. So that is an action that you can do, and that is another use for wrenches. Petter told me when I was teaching the game to make sure everybody knows that there are 2 uses for wrenches. One of them is to manipulate dice. Another one is to buy cards. Okay. The next action to mention is all about the stage cards here, because the stage cards here, and I'm just going to press a button and hope it's the right one. There you go, that's the right one. So these are the stage cards here. And if I just zoom in a minute, I'll show you this one in detail. The number in the top left is how much traction you need to spend in order to place a navigation token on this card. So for the start card, it's going to cost 2 traction. For the next card, you see it's going to cost 3 traction. Then it's going to cost 4. Is it going to go up? It is. It is. It's going to go up. Then it's going to go 5. Then it's going to go 4 again. Okay, so you pay the cost in traction to put your navigation token on the card. Your traction is here. We'll go on to how you get that in a minute. But here's another twist with the game. Although this is the card that we're currently on, this is where we are, and this is the card that's going to be scored at the end of the round, you can actually put your navigation token on any of them. Because what you're doing, and this is thematically sound, is that you are speaking with your navigator, who's in the car with you, and you are mapping out a stage of the race. Now, the reason why that's important, why would you want to go on to a later card when this is the one that's currently going to score? Because you only score for it if your navigation token is on it. The reason for that is, and if we just have a look at that card again in detail, you will see, and in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you this card. All right, this is the stage 4. As soon as you place your navigation token on the card, you immediately resolve what's printed on the card. So this isn't resolved at the end of the round. This is resolved immediately. And you'll notice the chevrons. This is what moves your car on your playboard. So I'm just going to scroll to the left and show you your playboard here. So if I was to place my navigation token on there, what would happen is my car on my playboard would move 4 spaces to the left. Now you'll notice on the top part, which represents your accelerating, there's not many spaces. So 4 would actually be bad. I'd hit the wall and I'd take a hazard die. What you want to try and do in the game is you want to try and keep yourself here, mostly, because this is worth the most points. What you can do is you can decelerate, and I'll show you how you do that in a minute by playing this card here. You can move back to here, and then when you place a token on this card, you move 4 to the left, and you will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're still in the point zone, and you're going to get some points rather than hitting the wall. So the most important rule about these stage cards is that you get the ability that's printed on the card at the moment that you place your navigation token on it. However, if that is not the current stage, then that navigation token is just going to sit there. And in a few rounds' time, when we get there, you will then score that card. So, just as a reminder, you can place your navigation token on any card, and it's a maximum of 1 per card at the start of the game. When you place the token on a card, you immediately resolve what the card says, but then at the end of the round, every player who has a navigation token on a card will get points, which is speed, and the points that you get is based on where your car is on your player board. So if your car is here in the prime position, you're going to get 4 speed, which is points. If you're down here, you're going to get 3. If you're over here, you're going to get 3. The red zone is special. If you're in the red zone, you don't get points, you actually get popularity instead, which sometimes is really good, but sometimes you actually just want the points. And the problem we had in the last game is Chris was driving on the grass right next to the crowd, waving at them, got loads and loads of popularity, while Mark raced off into the distance. So popularity is good, but popularity is not points.
Yeah.
Well, it is at the end of the game, but not during the game.
Yeah.
So that's mapping a stage. That's probably the trickiest bit of the game to get your head around. And you are allowed, if you've got the traction, to actually map out more than one stage. You can't map out the same stage twice, but you can map out multiple stages. So you could go on here to move to the left and then go on here to move to the right and bring yourself back to the middle. Right, other things that you can do. There's not many more to explain. One of them is spending traction to alter your position on this board, but you can only do that if you're decelerating. If you're accelerating, which means your car's at the top, you cannot do this, but if you're down at the bottom, you can spend 1 traction to move 1 space to the left, or 1 traction to spend 1 space to the right. And you can spend as much traction as you want in order to move this around. So how do you get traction? Well, one of the ways in the game is by taking a hazard die. So you can see here, it says, I may take a hazard die to gain 2 traction. So what I would do is I would take this dice and then I would immediately roll it. And that is a very lucky result. Not quite as lucky as the blank, but that is just 1 damage. So I move my damage counter 1 to the right. Some of the results, like that one, that's 3 damage and a popularity because the crowd go wild as I drive all over the place. The problem with these hazard dice is you take them and you gain 2 traction, which is great, so that then you can spend it on doing all sorts of stuff. But that is then your dice, which means round 2, you're going to roll it. So the more of these hazard dice you take, the more you're going to be rolling at the start of the round, which means your car is going to get more and more damaged. There is a way that you can fix your car to get rid of them. But I think that is it. Those are all of the different actions you can do in the game. So just as a reminder, you can play a card to your player board. If you had a dice above it, what did I have? I had 2 5s, 2 5s and a 1, didn't I?
Yeah.
2 5s and a 1. So you can play a card. If you have a die above it, you can resolve the card, and we'll come on to that in a minute. You can spend your wrenches to improve your racing team. Buy a card, put it on top of your discard pile. You can map out a stage by spending traction to place your navigation tokens on these cards. You can move your car around left to right as long as you're decelerating. And you can use the passive ability of a card, but I'll mention that in a minute. Right, once we've done all of that, we then do the stage evaluation. Stage evaluation is really easy. We resolve this stage. Anybody who's got a marker on it either gains speed or popularity, depending on where that car is. We then get rid of that, slide them all down, we get a new one. That's stage evaluation. Finally, phase 4. Everybody moves all of their cards on their player board 1 step to the right. So the card that was in this position will be discarded. Everything else moves 1 to the right. Then, my favourite rule in the game, you may discard any number of cards from your hand. So one of the things that I dislike about most deck building games is that if you don't use your cards, you lose them. And that isn't the case in this game. If you have cards in your hand that you don't use and you want to keep them for next round, you can. But if you don't want to, you can get rid of them. So you can discard any number of cards from your hand. And then what you do is you draw new cards from your deck so that you then have 5 cards in hand. And then we do that 10 times. And then Mark wins. That's how the game works. Have I forgotten anything? Probably.
The 20 points I get at the
20
start.
points that Mark gets at the start. What we haven't explained, we haven't explained what each of these damage tokens do. I'll do that when it happens. We haven't actually explained how an individual card works. Don't worry, I will explain those as we're playing. And at the end of the game, -1 speed for each hazard dice that you have, and also 3 points for the one who's the most popular, 1 point for second place, I believe.
Are we going to say anything about what the abilities on these are, or when people choose them?
I think when people choose them, as long as we know what they are. Now, there's new icons there that you two haven't seen before.
Yeah.
So actually, we do need to explain them for you. So that icon there is...
That's flip over cards on here.
Flip your leftmost active card face down. Flipped cards act like normal active cards, but don't do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's actually flip the leftmost 2 cards face down.
Yeah.
That there is lose all of your popularity.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting.
So what?
So that's
the lose popularity.
yeah, so that's the popularity die. So if you have the popularity die,
Oh, that.
yeah,
Yes.
then you spend it. You lose all of your popularity in order to do this. So I think that's if you are the most popular. Yeah, I'm pretty
Right,
sure.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
referring to the player that has this die in their pool. So if you are the most popular,
Yeah.
when you put a token on this stage, you lose all of your popularity and you flip the leftmost card face down. So that's quite bad.
Mm.
This one, if you're accelerating, take a hazard dice, or if you're decelerating, gain 2 wrenches. So you don't want to be going fast around here because it's a very
Yeah.
very
Right.
sharp
Yeah.
top end, and that is
That's getting rid
yeah.
of
If
all
you're
the
in the
stuff.
red zone, when you
Yeah.
go on to there, you discard all of your face down cards. Okay, so each of the different stage decks are themed differently. We're obviously driving around the mountains, so we've got a lot of very sharp turns. It seems.
Yeah, there's a lot of blind bends, so we don't know what's
Yes,
going
exactly.
on. And losing control. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Now, this is a sponsored playthrough, so you're not going to get any opinions from us about whether we like the game or not in this video. There is a lot of comments in the chat comparing it to Heat. Heat is a very, very popular racing game that came out a couple of years ago. So opinions aside, I don't think this compares to Heat whatsoever. It's a racing game,
That's
but that's it.
It's all
There
cards.
is no similarities between the two games. So this isn't a Heat killer. This isn't a replacement for Heat. It's not really even an alternative to Heat. This is a very different game. Right, are we off? Are we good to go?
I think so.
Round 1, we have done the dice rolling phase, and I am now going to take my turn, and I am going to talk you through what I'm going to do on my turn, although I do need to think about what I want to do on my turn, because I haven't looked at my cards yet. So the question is, do I want to map out this stage in order to get some points early on? If I do, I'm going to move 2 to the left, but going there gets a wrench. Now that's an interesting start card, because that could actually be quite useful. Okay, yes, I have a plan. What I'm going to do is... Oh, that works. Does it?
He's got a plan. Get him.
Oh,
It's a cunning plan.
well, it's a combination of using the cards, the starting cards, but also the other cards that you get as well. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to take a hazard die. The first thing I'm going to do is take a hazard die, which gets me 2 traction, and I'm rolling it. Yeah, it's the big one. 3 damage, 1, 2, 3, and 2 popularity. And remember, that is now my hazard dice. I will roll that at the start of each of my turns. But now I have the 2 traction, I'm going to spend that 2 traction to immediately place a navigation token on this card. Now it's got 2 chevrons to the left, which means I'm going to move into here. So if you look at my player board, you will now see that I'm now in the yellow zone. And if I stay there at the end of the round, because I have a navigation token on that card, I'm going to get 3 speed, which is my points. Frank is asking, do all players have the same starting deck? No.
No.
So all players have 5 cards the same, and then another 5 cards based on whichever racing driver they are using. So there is a lot of asymmetry between the way that the decks work. So I have taken a hazard die, I've gained 2 traction, I then spend the 2 traction to place my navigation token on there, which has moved me 2 to the left, and I gain a wrench. Right, now I'm in the yellow zone. So
Not quite the danger zone.
you'll like this.
I don't think. we
No,
will.
you know you will. You will absolutely like this, right? I just don't know the order in which I'm going to do this. Okay, no. What I'm going to do is I am going to play, so I'm going to press a zoom in on here, and I hope it's the right one. That was 1, that was 2, that was 3. Right. This is the card that I'm going to play. And I'm going to play it into... When am I going to play it? When am I going to play it? I'm going to play it into position 1. Okay, so I'm going to play it into position 1. So it's going to go here. Now, every card you will notice has a left side and a right side. You will get to do both the left side and the right side in either order, and it's all optional. You don't have to do this, and you don't have to do this. The right side is always divided into a top and a bottom section. The top section is if you are currently accelerating, and the bottom section is if you are currently decelerating. So you can see that this card, if I was accelerating, I don't get any bonus. If I was decelerating, I would gain 1 traction. Now, right now, I am accelerating, so I'm not going to get any bonus. But what I'm going to choose to do is I'm going to choose to do the left-hand ability of this card, which is I can shift from either accelerating to decelerating or vice versa. And remember, all of these are optional. I don't have to do this if I don't want to, but I'm going to. So what I'm going to do is I am going to shift my car from accelerating to decelerating. Now, when you do that, you can go to either of those 2 spaces, and I'm going to go to here. So I have now shifted to decelerating. Then what I'm going to do, if we look at my card again, because I've now done this, because I'm now decelerating, I gain a wrench. So I'm going to gain myself a wrench. And in order to do that card, I needed to have moved the dice below it. And if I had another dice there, I could do that again. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my own personal special cards. And this is kind of how this deck works. I'm going to play this card. Now, what this card means is if I'm accelerating, I gain a traction. If I'm decelerating, I gain 2 traction. Well, I'm currently decelerating, so that's great. So I'm going to gain 2 traction. So I'm up to 2. But now, this ability on the left-hand side says, if I'm currently in a yellow zone, which I am, I may remove a card from my player board and literally remove it from the game. I trash the card, which means that card has been removed from my deck. It is no longer part of the game. And what I do is I just take it out of the game and I put it somewhere nearby, because my deck is all about removing cards from my deck and then gaining bonuses or even bringing them back into play. And I am actually going to choose to remove this one. So I'm going to activate this card and I'm going to remove this card from the game. It's gone. Then what I'm going to do is I've got another 5. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to gain another 2 traction. Now, do I want to remove this card? No. So I'm going to choose not to use the ability on the left-hand side of the card. Remember, it's all optional. So I've no dice left, but there are still things that I can do. I have 2 wrenches. So I could have used those to manipulate dice if I wanted to. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use them to buy this. This is a damper adjustment card. It costs 2 wrenches to buy. Whenever you buy a card from here, you put it in your discard pile like that. I also have 4 traction. So if I really wanted to, I could go up here. Tell you what, I'm thinking of doing that.
Or even up here.
Or even up there. Oh. Yeah. I mean, look at that. That's quite nice.
That sort of suits your...
That definitely
plan,
suits what
yeah.
I'm doing. Okay. I'm not sure about this whole flipping cards face down. That's a really interesting mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
I've not played with these before at all. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend 4 traction and I'm going to place a navigation token on here. So I'm going to map out stage 5. And when I do that, I move 1 to the right. Like that. And then because I'm decelerating, I gain another 2 wrenches. So actually, I might do that before buying that card. And then instead of buying that card, I could buy this card. Ooh. This is quite a nice card because that goes with my ability. Yeah, I'm going to buy that one instead. So slight undo. I do that first and then I do that. So I've spent 4 wrenches. Okay, and I think that is my go done. Chris. And again, that would all be playing simultaneous. So by the time I'd finished my turn, you two would have finished your turn and then we'd be going on to the next round. But just for this demo today, we're going to take our turns simultaneously for the first couple of turns.
I'm going to do a fairly similar first part of my move to Paul and take a hazard dice.
What?
We rolled.
Roll
Just
a
one damage. Nice.
So that gets me 2 traction.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend that 2 traction to go here.
So two spaces to the left, and you gain a wrench.
Gain a wrench, and I spend those. There is actually a reason for that.
I'll believe it when I see it. Which is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Frankie's asking, is there any player interaction? There is no player interaction. This is a rally racing game, so we are not on the same track at the same time. We are each independently doing our racing.
Yeah.
So this is your one of your special cards.
It is. So on the left side, if I'm in the yellow zone, which I am, when I use it, I get 2 traction. And I will have to
Discard
it at the end, this symbol.
Yeah, there's a little icon on the card that means when Chris uses that ability, the card is discarded. But before you do that, you do the right-hand side.
Yeah, I get a wrench because I'm...
Now, that's interesting because that card is now gone because it had the discard icon on, which means Chris can't use that card a second time this turn, but it means that slot is open. You can't use that card again, but you have 2 of those cards.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to do... Actually, I'll put this in there because I might as well.
But it is the same.
It's the same card, essentially, so I'm just going to do the same thing again.
So another 2 traction
Yeah.
and another wrench.
Yeah. Okay, then...
Like I said, traction's hard to get, but Chris has got ways of getting traction if he's in the yellow zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to play another card that I don't have to play here. I'm going to for this turn.
I'm going to mention that.
Yeah.
So what Chris has got, he's played a card which on the left-hand side has got what's called a passive ability. Now, a passive ability is very special because you can still use the passive ability when the card is on your player board, even though you don't have a dice above the slot. So if this dice was on here, for example, if this card was on here, for example, and I didn't have a dice above it, I can still use that passive ability. Now, it's only once per turn. And the way that you track that is you put a little thing on it. So literally, as soon as this card is on your player board, once per turn, you can do this ability without needing a dice above it. So yeah, passive effects are very strong.
Yeah.
But you are placing it where there is a
I
dice.
am.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll do the passive ability first just to show that I don't have to use the dice to do it anyway.
Yeah, so that special ability is Chris can take a card that costs 1 or 2 wrenches from the market and place it on top of his deck.
So I think I'm going to take the momentum
one.
Okay, and then I will use my dice to do the other side, and because I'm accelerating,
You get one
I
popularity.
Get 1 popularity.
There you go.
Right.
Anything else you want to do?
I
You've got
think
4
so,
traction.
yes. I think I'm going to spend 3 of it to prepare the next
You're going to go here.
stage. It will put me 3 over, so we'll lose me a
Now
point,
these here must be
but-
resolved in order. So you do,
Do
that
they?
first.
Oh, maybe I
then
don't
you
want to do that then.
It's only a wrench. What's a wrench between friends?
It is, and I have a few already, to be fair, so...
It seems like it might be a bit of a gut wrenching move.
Oh,
Oh, see what
Maybe
we
car
did there.
wrenching.
car wrenching.
Car
Yeah.
wrenching. Yes, I'll do that now. I think I'll prepare it.
So you're going to
this
spend
turn,
3
and
traction.
I am.
You're going to map out that stage. You move 3 spaces to the right. 3. Okay. And if you were now in the yellow zone, you would gain a wrench. Okay.
Okay, so
And yes, it is possible to completely crash your car, but it shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be doing too much.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
I'm going to keep my wrenches for now.
Okay, Mark. You've got a
Okay.
3, 5, and a 6.
Right, I'm going to start by playing the prepared card.
Yep.
Oh no.
Nope.
Well, actually, I'm going to do that because it doesn't matter the order of this. So I'm going to activate this to decelerate first and come here.
And then you get a wrench.
I then get a wrench because I'm in the decelerated position.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Don't forget to spend the die.
I remembered I was going to do a different thing. Actually, no, because I want to get that first.
It is a bit of a puzzle with
Yeah.
the cards and the dice and moving this board around. It's very much a puzzle.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, Mark has had 2 whole turns to think about his plan, but
Sorry, I decided I would have played that first
okay.
before I decelerated.
Before you
So
decelerated,
that would have given me
you a traction.
traction.
Okay, that's fine. And you're not going to use the left-hand ability of the card, or are you?
Correct, because that wasn't there.
No, but you could use it to discard itself.
Discard itself.
Yes, I may as well do
Okay,
that.
so it's an ability that allows you to discard any active card on your board, including the one that is the card itself. Right, so the first thing you did was that. The second thing you did was the prepared
that.
to decelerate.
No. Yes.
Yeah, you currently have 1 traction and 1 wrench.
Okay. Then I am going to. I'm going to play
Take a hazard die.
Play a bit dangerously. I'm going to
That gives you 2 traction.
get 2 traction from this.
It's a blank.
I was lucky.
Nice.
Nothing happens to my car. Perfectly handled. And then I'm going to spend 3 traction
Yeah.
to copy this gentleman's fine move.
You're going to map out the second stage.
Yeah.
So 3 to the right.
Yep, exactly. 1, 2, 3. Which
And
then
are you in the
puts me
yellow zone?
zone. Yes.
You get a wrench.
So I get a wrench.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to play engine tuning.
Ah. I'm going to show people this card on my screen because I've got it in hand and I didn't play it. So engine tuning is an interesting card because you can play it to any slot and you can activate it. You can resolve it, and if you're decelerating, you get a wrench. But if you play it in the 6 slot and you use one of your own dice with the value 6, you get a bonus die. Now, that's exactly what Mark is going to do. So he's going to resolve the card. He's going to use a 6.
Yep. So I'll start by resolving this
Because you're
mark.
decelerating, you get a wrench.
Get a wrench.
So the bonus dice, there's a whole bunch of these red dice in the game. What you do is you roll them.
Yep.
You
So
roll one of them.
I roll the die here.
And that is an extra dice that you have for this turn. Might want to use these.
Yes.
Just because we're ahead this game doesn't mean you have to knock them all off already.
So that is a bonus die. Mark can use it this turn, but it doesn't roll over from one turn to the next, which is different from the hazard dice, which do roll over from one turn to the next.
Exactly.
And yes, you can do as many things on your turn as you want to. You can play as many cards as you want. If I really wanted to, I could have put my remaining cards there, even though they're not actually going to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that rule while you're taking your turn.
I will finish by playing one of my special cards. So for this one, I am decelerating, so I gain traction. And then this allows me to roll a hazard die. And I believe if I still have any available, I roll one of them. If
Yes.
I don't have any available, I just re-roll an
Reroll.
existing.
And I have confirmed you can play a card onto an empty space of your board. You do not need to have a
Okay.
dice above it
And again,
to play it.
just almost flawless driving here. It's only 3 traction. Now, am I going to join...
You've got 4 traction.
Ooh. No, I'm going to stick with my original plan because this helps me manipulate where my car's positioned quite well.
Mhm.
So I'm going to spend 2 traction
Yeah,
to get
you are going to go on there.
this one.
So 2 to the left
Gives me 2 to the left
and a wrench.
and gives me a wrench. Now I'm going to demonstrate something else that I think you explained earlier. I will spend 1 traction. Since I'm in the deceleration position, I
You
can
are
move
allowed
my
to
car,
shift. Yeah, absolutely.
because that will get me 1 more speed.
I'll get you 3 speed instead of 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the other use for traction in addition to this, is if you're decelerating, you can move your car left or right.
Absolutely. I'm now thinking about using this to buy cards.
Well, you've got 4.
Yeah.
You can have a shakedown.
Can you buy the same card multiple
Yeah.
times? I think you
Yeah.
can't you?
Yeah.
So
If you wanted to, you could buy 4 of these.
I could, yeah.
Fill your deck with anti-lag valves.
It'll give you some I can't get the words out. Manipulation.
Yeah.
power.
I think I'm going to spend 2 on the
Damper adjustment.
damper adjustment.
Yeah.
So that goes into my
That goes
disco
face up onto your disco
pile.
pad.
And then I think I'm going to. I think maybe I'll save the rest.
Okay.
No, I'll buy the road.
The
book.
road book. Negative
Actually
1 point to the end of the game,
points.
but that's fine.
If you get it early, I'm sure it pays off, right?
So just to answer a couple of questions from the chat, yes, James, there is a solo mode for this, and I will be putting this on the poll for my Patreon supporters to vote on for which solo game I'm going to play next month. This might be there. I am keen to try out the solo mode. And to answer Raymer, yes, everybody does need to know the game when you play simultaneously, but I would recommend the first time you play this game, do exactly what we're doing now, is play through the first couple of turns with everybody describing what they're doing. After that, you'll be okay. So we're all done. We now do the stage evaluation. We all have a marker on here, which means we all score either speed points or popularity, depending on where we are on the board.
Yep.
I'm on the 2 position, so I get 2.
I'm on a different 2 positions,
So
so
you
I
get
get 2.
Oh,
Mark's-
3.
He's off already.
Oh.
And then we remove that. That's gone. And all of these slide down. And we do get to see what the next stage is. It's another hairpin bend.
Another one about flipping
Now,
cards.
you two have already planned this stage. Then we do the preparation phase. So at this point, all of the cards on your player board will shuffle one to the right, and any card that was in this position goes on the discard pile. So that's that. We return all boost dice to the supply. The popularity die, if anybody had it, is returned. And then you may discard any number of cards from your hand. And I am going to discard that one. And I'm going to discard that one, but I'm going to keep this one.
I'm going to keep this card.
Okay. And then what happens is players draw up to 5 cards. So I've now got 1 card in hand. So I draw another 4. And then we start round 2. Dice rolling phase. So unfortunately, I have a hazard dice.
I've got 2. Oh. I was living dangerously.
Oh, why didn't I keep that other card?
No, I haven't got the card that nullifies it.
D-O.
Thank you. Oh!
4 damage and a popularity.
Okay.
I've made some very exciting driving here.
So I'm going to show you my player board to tell you what's happened to Mark. So what's happened is Mark has moved his damage marker to 5. As soon as it hits 5, it resets to 0. But what he's done is he's flipped over his leftmost damage token. What that means is that all of the stage cards now have 1 chevron extra.
I've lost a bit of control of my
Yes. So it's going to cost him, not cost him more, but whenever he places a navigation token on one of these, then it's going to move his car even more. Should Paul get the popularity die? You're absolutely right. No, actually.
I just got that popularity really.
So I should have done.
That's you should have done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rasmus. I should have gained the popularity die
Actually
because
got-
I was ahead.
2 from these dice.
Oh, it's an extra 1. Finally,
nice.
it's paid off. Right. So now we are good to go. Right, let's have a think about what I'm going to do on my turn. So you two can be planning your turns.
Yep.
Well, I definitely want to play that, but I want to do this first. Am I in the yellow zone? I'm not in the yellow zone. Do I have any traction? I do not have any traction. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a preset set up for this area here. Yeah, this is enough. And I'm now going to show you what I'm going to do on my turn. Because I want to be in the yellow zone for this to work. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to take another hazard die, which is going to get me 2 traction. Okay, the hazard die is going to give me 2 damage, which means crash. So that goes to there, and I'm now moving 1 extra. Right. However, I now have 2 traction. I am going to spend 1 of those tractions, because I'm currently in the deceleration zone, to move 1 to the left. Now that I'm in the yellow zone, I can use card effects that have a yellow zone. So I've got 2 options here. I've already got this card here. If I'd rolled a 4, I could just use this existing card. But I don't have that. But I do have this. So I'm going to place this here. And then I'm going to resolve that card. I am in the yellow zone. So I can remove 1 card from my board and put it in the out of the game pile. And I'm going to remove this one. So that's gone in my out of game pile, which is now 2 cards. I'm also, because I'm decelerating, going to get myself 2 traction. Right. Then I'm going to don't take your turn just yet.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
saying plan your turn, but
Okay.
we'll go through it when it is your turn. But just work out what you're going to do. So then what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to play this one. So this is my special card. This basically means for every card in my remove from game pile, I gain a wrench to a maximum of 3. So I'm going to place it here. I'm going to resolve it, and because I have 2 cards in my out of game pile, I get myself 2 wrenches. 1, 2. And also, whether I'm accelerating or decelerating, I get another wrench. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that. I have 2 dice here, and I have a slot here. So what am I going to do with this? Well, oh, hello. Oh, this is clever. Right, I'm going to play this. I think this works. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put this here. So this is another one of my special cards. It has a passive effect, which I'm going to use in a minute. But the first thing is I'm going to use this. So if I'm decelerating, I can change one of my dice to any value. So I'm going to change that to a 6. Then I am going to use the passive effect, which allows me to bring back a card from my... Oh, no, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. No, I'm not going to change that to a 6. No, I'm going to change that to a 4. Then I'm going to use the passive ability, which allows me to bring a card back from my remove from game pile and gain a popularity. So I'm going to bring back this one, and I'm going to put it on the 4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to resolve this card. And because I'm decelerating, I gain 2 traction. 1, 2. And because I'm in the yellow zone, I can remove a card and place it in my out of game pile. There you go. So I've now got 3 wrenches and 5 traction. And I'm now looking at this board here. So this is going to require 3. But it's going to move me 4 to the right. 3 because there's over and then 1 from that, which would move me 1, 2, 3, 4, which is fine. That's actually really good.
So popularity from that card as well before you forget.
Oh, I need to get a, thank you. I need to get a popularity from that card. So I am going to spend 3 traction to place my navigation token here, which moves me 3 to the right plus an extra 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm now not in the yellow zone, so I don't get that. I've got 2 traction left. Save that for next turn. I'm kind of mostly doing 1 stage at a time, aren't I? Well, apart from that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with those hazard dice now. I've got 3 wrenches. Do I want to buy another card? So hairpin turn is quite nice, but you kind of need bonus dice for it to work. Tire pressure is quite nice. I'm going to have tire pressure. Yeah, so I'm going to buy tire pressure for 3 wrenches. 1, 2, 3. So, is there anything else I want to do? I've used my dice. I've used all of my passive effects. My car is there. I'm happy with that. That's my turn done. Chris.
Okay. So I am going to do some preparing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to decelerate, move the dice.
Resolve the dice.
Yep.
So decelerate.
Use the left hand side first, so I decelerated.
And then get a wrench.
And then I'm going to get wrench. Okay. Then I am going to do the momentum.
It's the card that you bought, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll spend the dice, get 2 momentum.
2 traction.
2 traction, sorry. Yeah. And then I'm going to
you want to discard a card?
Yeah, and I'm going to discard
the card itself.
The card itself. Yeah. And then let's see. So I'm going to take a hazard dice.
2 damage.
1, 2. Okay.
Your car's a bit bashed up as well.
Yeah, it is. So that gets me another 2 traction. So what I'm going to do while I'm not ahead with this is prepare for this stage here.
Okay, so it's going to cost you 5.
Yep.
But you move 5 spaces to the left.
Yeah.
That's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. And if you were the most popular, you would lose all of your popularity
Yeah.
and flip over the leftmost card.
Which is kind of why I decided to do it now.
Makes sense.
Okay. Don't have to do this here, but I'm going to. So I want to use the thing. Or do I want to put it there? I think I'm just going to put you there for now.
Okay, just stick it down out of
Yeah.
the way.
And then I'm going to do this one to use the ability,
You are not
which is
currently
not going to do
accelerating.
anything. So actually, that's no.
I mean, you can still play it to discard another card.
Yeah, yeah. Let's put it now. Let's put it in there anyway. And I'm actually going to discard the prepared card.
Okay. You got 4 wrenches. Did you want to spend any of them?
I am actually going to use my.
Oh, you've got 2 passive abilities.
2 passive abilities. Yeah.
She seems really good. Although you are clogging your deck up.
Yeah, I know. It's trying to
With-
get some stuff that might actually be useful at this point, I hope, because it's going to come back to me.
So it's interesting because it's only you can only buy a card that is 1 or 2 wrenches.
Yeah,
All of the cards that are 1 or 2 wrenches are either 0 victory points or
Yeah.
negative victory
And
points.
yeah.
So I think that's by design. I don't think you can buy lots of victory point
Yeah.
cards with it. So yeah, you are getting better cards,
yeah.
but
Take momentum. Use the other one to.
and yeah, Chris's ability allows him to put them on top of his
Yeah, the
deck.
passive ability does.
All done?
Yep, all done.
Right, Mark,
Okay.
you've planned out your turn?
Yep.
Excellent.
I'm going to use the 2 that's already here with this die to
Gain a wrench.
gain a
And then do
wrench.
you want to
I
change?
do want to accelerate.
He's accelerating.
Yep. Right. Then I am going to use Sophia Fernandez.
So that is you gain attraction for every hazard dice that you've got. You've got 3 hazard dice. So if you resolve that card, you get 3 traction.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So don't forget to spend the dice. And
Yes.
also, if you pass me the card, I'm just going to show people that on screen because it has something on it that I want to show people, which is this. So if Mark was decelerating, he could have spent 1 popularity to fix one of his hazard dice. And this represents that you've slowed down, your mechanics have kind of repaired. Now, people don't like that because it's boring, but it does allow you to effectively heal one of your hazard dice.
We don't need to worry about
But you can't do that because you're currently accelerating. Full power!
So I will then get another wrench
You get a
for
wrench.
the acceleration. And
And Mark's in the prime position as well. He's going to get four speed points at the moment for this stage.
right, and then I'm going to use tightening screws, which lets me discard this
Any
card.
card.
Well,
Yeah,
any
that's the
card
best
is
one.
that one. And then I will gain.
Attraction.
Attraction.
Because you're accelerating. Look at that. He's got 7 traction.
So now this is the thing I've been planning for.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
It
I
doesn't
realised I
work.
made a mistake, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going to do it because I'm okay with this.
Okay.
So I will claim this one.
So it's 3 spaces to the right.
3 spaces to the right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh no, it
in
does
red.
work. It does
Okay.
work. Oh, except that this triggers afterwards. Never
Yeah.
mind. So I will flip these 2 face down.
It's your leftmost 2.
That's fine, and I see why they designed it that way. Well, that should be used, but that's okay.
Yeah. Don't forget to spend the 4 traction.
The 4 traction, yeah.
So you've gone on here, you spent the 4 traction, you moved 3 to the right. So Mark is now in the red zone.
And then
But-
I'm going to spend 3 traction
Yeah.
to come on here.
Which moves you
brings me
3 to the left.
Right back. To
Oh, right back to the middle. And
Yeah.
that's the trick of the game.
Yeah.
Is using these cards to move your car so that you're in the best position to get the points.
Now you might all have noticed I've got a bit of a problem with these dice here.
Yeah.
Let's fix that problem.
Yeah.
So this is my special card.
And you can just play it without
Yeah.
needing a dice.
So the special passive ability on the left is I can basically put a token on it to say, so the dice that I've rolled,
So
just
they're all blank.
ignore them, they're blank.
Yeah.
So I can build these up and not worry about the effects of them, provided this card comes out or is on here.
Yes.
There is that issue.
Yes. Rasmus is saying, could you get rid of the hazard dice and damage somehow? So yeah, I mentioned how you get rid of the hazard dice. You can't get rid of this damage. I believe that there's no way to get rid of the damage. We're all done, I think. So, do we all have a token on the stage?
Oh no, because you got into
I
the middle,
can't
didn't you?
because
When
I'm
you
in the
moved
middle,
just as in order. Yeah.
So, we resolve this stage. I get 3 points.
2.
I get 4.
4.
Nice.
Okay, and that's that card done. We all get our tokens back. Stages slide down, and now we reveal the next stage. Okay, so that, gosh, that is.
You have no face
I
down
think it's for
card?
every face down card.
Oh yes,
Heal
it's
or
an X, isn't it?
For every face down card that you've got, that's how many hazard dice you heal. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, so
This may be relevant to my interests.
everything goes to the right. Popularity die gets returned. Bonus die gets returned. Discard as many cards as you want from your hand. I'm going to discard that one.
Let me get this anyway. So
And then I'm going to discard that one. And then I'm going to draw 5. So I've got 1 card left in my deck.
I'm discarding all of
2,
mine.
3, 4, 5. I conveniently have 5 cards.
Reshuffle this.
Perfectly planned.
Yeah. As I know what a few of them are going to be.
And I draw 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And from this point on, we're now going to play simultaneously. But if you two can play your turns but not say anything, and then I will describe to the audience what I'm doing, and we just have to trust that the other players know how to play the game.
Okay.
So, dice rolling time. Oh, do I get the popularity die? I do. Oh, I've rolled 6 damage. Ouch.
Ouch.
It's fine, just cancel it with a card.
Yeah, so my second damage token means that I now have to spend 1 extra wrench to buy cards from here. I've also rolled that. Popularity die gets me a 2. Been lucky with that.
Just realizing, does that get rid of 3 cards?
Get rid of all of them.
Old. Oh, all
Yeah,
of them.
that is discard all of your active cards to your discard.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Okay, so yes, I am going to now talk through my turn while the other 2 people are playing their turn. Sorry, wrong button. There you go. Right. We are good to go. What am I going to do? Okay, so got lots of options. I have 2 cards in my out of game pile. So this would be great, but I don't have any 5s. It's probably not worth me manipulating dice to get it there. I also have this, but that's only really good if I got a 6. So that's not particularly good either. It's going to be an interesting turn. Oh, the popularity from the hazard dice. Yes, absolutely right. Thank you very much. I gain an extra 2 popularity for the hazard dice. Thank you, Brett. Brett's part of my team. He's got my back. Oh, okay. This
Can't
works.
see me because you zoomed in.
This works. I am going to put that card there and that card there. I am then going to use the passive effects of those cards to bring these 2 cards back onto my board, getting me 2 extra popularity. My popularity is now 7. Now that I've got all of these, I can do some fancy stuff. But,
No, not fancy stuff.
yeah, fancy stuff.
The greatest fear.
I'm currently decelerating. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to use that to get 2 traction. I'm then going to use that again to get another 2 traction. I'm then going to use this. Oh no, hang on a minute. I now need to look at the stages. Because I'm not on here. Right, I need to get enough traction to do what Mark did, which is basically use a card to go to the right and then use another card to go to the left. I can do that. This does work. So, how am I going to do it? I'm going to take a hazard die. I've rolled a blank, which is perfect. So I get 2 traction. I'm then going to spend 4 traction to place my navigation token on here. If you could not talk, that'd be great. Just because it would be picked up by the microphones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 4 traction to place that on here, which is going to move me 3 to the right. So 1, 2, 3. And I have to flip over my leftmost 2 cards. Okay. But then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to spend, what was it? No, that one. Did I go 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I went 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 traction to go on here. Oh, okay. So that moves me 2 to the left, plus my extra 1 for the damage, and I have to discard all of my face down cards. That's fine, I think.
You're not in the red, are you?
I'm not in the red. Okay, so I don't have to. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I'm not in the red, so I don't have to discard my face down cards. Great. Right, okay. Back to my player board. I've then got these 2 3s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the first one to just gain a wrench because I'm decelerating and I'm not going to change. But then I'm going to use my second one to gain a wrench and shift to there. So I basically get 2 wrenches. Now, unfortunately, 2 wrenches is probably not very much for me to do anything with. And I do have a worrying amount of hazard dice and no way of getting rid of them. But I think
Next
that's
round you
okay.
do. Next round you do.
I do. Yeah. I think that's me done. I'm not going to spend those 2 wrenches. So how are you 2 doing? Are you all done?
Done.
Anything exciting happen?
I bought a new shiny card.
Okay.
I managed to manipulate going there quite nicely, so I only had to turn over 1 card,
Right.
discarding the other ones, and they're in a reasonably good order. So
I mean, I thought that discarding face down cards was bad, but actually it's not as good
yeah,
because you need to get rid of them.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So stage resolution. We were all on here. I get 4.
I also get 4.
I get 3.
Nobody gets any popularity for that, so that's that card done. We'll get our tokens back. These slide down. Are we almost? No. So card number 9 has been revealed. I will explain card number 10 when it comes out because it's quite special. Preparation phase. So all cards move to the right. Return all boost dice if anybody has any. Return the popularity die, which I'm going to get back again. And discard any number of cards. I think I'm just going to discard those 2. I might keep this one. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one. And then I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3. I get 1 card from here. Except my board is clogged with cards. So I do need to be getting rid of some of them. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to play. I've got 1 slot left for cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, now I've got extra cards. Fantastic. Are we all ready?
Yes.
Okay. Round 4. Dice rolling time. Okay, so I gain 1 popularity and I get 5 damage to my card, which is basically I flip over the next time. So now all of these cards cost me 1 extra traction. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Right, I have a 2, 5, and a 6. And again, I've been very lucky with my popularity die.
Regret discarding one of my cards.
Right, are we ready to take our turns?
Yep.
Okay. Right. And yes, Kit, that's the thing that I was going to be mentioning is that later on in the game we are going to be able to place more than 1 token on these cards, but not yet. Okay, so yeah, okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the popularity die to change. I'm going to decelerate, and I'm going to gain a wrench. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play engine tuning there, use it to gain a wrench, gain a boost die. That's 5. Oh, that's terrible. Oh yeah, that's really bad because there's a face down card.
Yeah.
So I need the wrenches. To manipulate the dice.
Bit
Okay,
what
so that's what
I've
I'm going
had
to
to
do.
do.
I'm going to spend a wrench to change the 5 into a 6. I then use the 6 to gain another wrench and to gain a boost die. Now, the engine tuning only works with one of your own dice, not with a boost die. Okay, roll a 4, which is equally as bad. But I have the wrenches to do this. I can't play any other cards. It's all full. I should have kept the ones that allow me to discard cards. Now, what can I do? There's got to be something I can do. I can't take any hazard dice. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. How are we going to do this? So many good cards and I can't use them. Okay. So here's what... is this going to work? Yes. Right. I'm going to use this. Because I'm decelerating, I'm going to gain a wrench. But then I'm going to shift to accelerating. Then I am going to spend a wrench. No, hang on a minute. This doesn't work. This doesn't work at all. Okay, I'm not going to shift to accelerating. No, I'm going to spend a wrench, change the 4 into a 3. And they're going to use the 3, because I'm decelerating, to gain 2 traction. Okay. Now that I've got the traction... Oh, are you two having an equally bad turn?
I've got my one that's going to lose me vision points at the end of the game.
I need to be in the yellow. This is crazy. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm really stuck here. So I'm going to use another 2 wrenches. So actually, I will stay there. I will stay there. I'm going to use another 2 wrenches to change that into a 3. No, I won't stay there. And then use that for another 2 traction.
Can I check something?
You can.
Is there a way you can roll mult? Would I be allowed to say I want to
No.
roll 2 at once?
No,
It's
I
only
don't
for
believe
one
so.
of them.
Only for one of them.
Okay.
I believe so.
That's fine.
Right, I've used all of my dice. I can't play any other cards. So I have 2 wrenches to buy a card from the market if I want to. I've also got 5 traction. So yeah, I could have changed the 2. I was being greedy. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have taken the wrenches. I should have changed it to there. Yeah, that would have done it. Thank you. I'm not going to rewind it now. I can't even go on here now because of damage to the car. That's going to need 6. So I can't go on there. Now I can't go on there because I'm already on there. I'm already on there. I can't go on there because that's 6. I can go here. Does that help me?
Get rid of quite a few damage dice.
Oh, it does. Perfect. So I'm going to spend all of my traction to put a token on here, which moves me 3 to the right because of the damage. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm in the yellow zone. But I couldn't be in... Yes. Catch 22. I needed to be in the yellow zone to activate these, but I needed to activate these to get the traction in order to put that there. But now, for every face down card that I have, I can fix a dice. I have 2 face down cards. I'll fix 2 dice. Pulled into the pit stop. That's got to be what that means. Okay. I think I made the best of a bad situation. It's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the way that these cards, this is very, very different from the other stage that
Yeah.
I played. This mountain
It
stage
really
is very different.
Yeah.
I think the whole face down card thing, I might be unique to this.
Yeah.
It might be. I don't know. I haven't looked at the other ones.
think if the driver decks or anything to go by them, there's going to be a slightly different mechanic in all
Yeah.
of the stage decks.
And they must have had to balance it that every driver is good at it on every track. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, you're better at this track and I'm better
Yeah.
at this one. Game wouldn't work if it was that. How's your car looking? Yours is as beaten up as mine.
Yeah, I took another dice because I had to be able to go on the card, and yeah.
Turn that 5 into a 6. And then use it. He's off again.
Whereas like you had to get some wrenches to do some dice manipulation.
Yeah. Well, when you roll the dice for the face down slots, it's get you with your clear board.
That's because the
road book.
timing of my road book, even though will get me minus, it to actually work that time, just clear everything off the.
Yeah.
My brain hurts.
And yes, James, just to clarify, when you place one of your navigation tokens, you can place it anywhere, but it's only this one that's going to score. And you're going to see that now. So you two score, not me. So Chris, you're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. And Mark, you're going to get 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That card comes off. And these slide down. Right, and now we are going to reveal the final card. The final card says... Oh, okay.
Is it different?
Well, yeah, it is different. So first of all, the special ability is once you have a navigation token on this card, you may then have multiple tokens on each of the other cards. But the cost of this is 5 plus the number of all of your tokens on all stage cards.
Okay.
So you actually pay more for that one based on how many. So that would cost me 8.
I'm reasonably happy about that right now.
Yeah, because you've got only one on.
Yeah.
Okay, but they are all of the rest of the cards for the game. So popularity die goes back, but I get it.
Yeah.
And we are on round 5. Off we go. I have a player board full of cars. Okay, well I got lucky again with the popularity.
I know the feeling.
Okay, well, this is
That's very lucky.
3 damage. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
and a
I was
5.
very lucky.
How are you two doing with your damage?
Well, I thought
Yeah,
I was going to be
fine.
terrible.
You're going to use
but
your passive ability.
I managed to get 2 blanks on my roll.
so
Nice. Okay, right then. Let's switch to my player board and let's have a look at what I'm going to do. Now, luckily, this turn I rolled low numbers for the cards that I've got in my slots. But the game is slightly getting away from me. Mark's speeding off into the distance.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
But I'm in the yellow zone. So all of this works now. Now, here's the question. With this card, can I remove a face down card? It said remove. No. This is remove an active card. Yeah, choose one of your active cards from the game. And it is not an active card. Oh no, it says flipped cards act like normal active cards, but without their effect. Okay, I can. So I believe that I can remove one of my face down cards. Did I slide cards over? No. I forgot.
You still got full board.
Sorry, yeah, forgot that. Completely forgot, and I forgot to discard cards. So let's do that. Thank you, Matt. I was forgetting that the other day as well. Probably would have kept that one, to be honest. Probably would have discarded that one. Let's just say I discarded that one. Okay, right. So, it's not so good now. Right, let's have a look at what it is that we're doing. That's gone. This is quite good. This is good because I'm currently in the yellow zone. So yeah, that will be good. Right, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to do that. Because I'm decelerating, I get 2 traction. Then I'm going to remove this card, put it in my out of game pile. That has freed up that slot, which means I can now put another card into that slot. Which I will. I will put Shakedown. I will then resolve the Shakedown card, which again gets me 2 traction because I'm decelerating. And I can do the same thing again. I can put a card into my discard file. And I will put in Engine Tuning. Get rid of that. Right. Now, what else do I want to do? Got this. I could be doing some shenanigans there. I probably want to go onto the current stage, but that's going to cost me 5. 5. I need another traction. Okay, so I'm going to spend a wrench to turn this 1 into a 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the 2 to gain 2 traction because I'm decelerating. And remove a card from my player board into my remove from game pile. That's that done. Then I am going to spend 5 traction to put my token on here, which moves me 2 to the right. Uh-oh, I'm in the red zone. But because I'm decelerating, I get 2 wrenches. Okay, so then I'm going to spend 1 traction to move back into here. Then I am going to use my prepared card to gain a wrench because I'm decelerating. And then I'm going to shift into there. Okay. Got no traction left. I do have 4 wrenches. Matty's saying you can't place a second token on a stage. You're absolutely right. Sorry, I'm cheating. I forgot I had a token on this stage. For some reason, I forgot I was blue for a minute. So I just need to undo that. So what was it I did? I was there. No, I was there. So got 6 back. That goes there. And I don't have the 2 wrenches. Okay, I think I fixed it. So I've not placed a token here. I don't need to place a token there. I am going to score for it. It was this, wasn't it? Yeah, so I haven't done that yet, which means I haven't got a wrench. Okay. I think we've reset. I think I've sorted it. I think I'm still going to do that. I'm going to gain the wrench and accelerate to there, but I'm not going to get the 2 extra wrenches. So I've got these cards. Do I want to play these cards? I think I might do just to get them out of my hand. Even though I can't actually use them this turn. I don't want to play that there for next turn if I roll a 6. Because there is a card that I definitely want. Where have I put it? Where have I put it? Oh, I've removed it from the game. Brilliant. Okay, so the card I really need, I've removed from the game. And I need to get it back with that. Oh, I can do it. I've just remembered the rules of the game. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use that passive ability to get this card back and put it there. And I gain a popularity. Forgot about passive effects. Okay. Am I done? I think I might be. I mean, I have 6 traction. Don't really want to go on there because that's going to push me all the way to the right. That's going to cost me 8. No, it's going to cost me 9. I can do that next time. Yeah, no, I think I'm okay. I'm going to keep my 2 wrenches.
I'm slightly debating ignoring that card.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe I might do it now that I've secured a couple of rounds.
Yeah.
I have time to build up towards it. But it was a sort of a choice between that, and I just want to keep hitting the current ones.
Yeah.
I did it and then changed it because I was a bit like, actually, for now, I won't have multiples on a card after this round anyway. So
To be fair, also, because this will be resolved, then it will get cheaper anyway.
Yes, that's true.
About it.
Are we all done?
Yeah.
So we all score for this because we all have a token on it. So I get 3.
I've
Chris.
got 3 popularity.
3 popularity. 1, 2, 3.
I
Mark.
get 4 speed.
He's off again. Yeah, you're doing really well at manipulating that speed.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to get going.
Keeping it there. You go off to one side and it becomes 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
right.
bought quite a lot of the cards to let you decelerate next. So
Yeah.
sort of decelerating, jumping, and then getting it back.
Okay, we'll go through this. So, cards go to the right.
Yeah.
Bonus dice go back. Popularity dice goes back, but I'm going to get it again. Discard any number of cards from your hand.
I don't like that.
I'm going to discard that one. I'm going to keep these two. I'm going to draw 3. I can't draw 3. So I'm going to shuffle these. I'm very, very close to the next damage marker. Oh, you are at your damage marker.
Yeah.
So your hand size is...
yeah.
Chris's hand limit is now 3.
Yeah.
Now, if you were over 3, you wouldn't have to discard down.
Okay.
But when you draw up, you only draw up to 3. Right. Are we ready for the next round?
I'm ready.
You didn't say you're happy about that.
Okay, well, I'm ready then. Yeah.
3 damage. 1,
Oh, God.
2, 3. So my hand size is also 3. I've rolled again on the popularity dice.
3.
Right. Now we're cooking with gas.
Well, I'm going to swerve all over the place now as well.
Okay, we all ready to take our turns? Right.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place
Sure.
this here. I can then use that to gain 2 wrenches, and whether I'm accelerating or decelerating, I get another wrench. So that's basically 3 wrenches, which is a nice card.
Quick
Like that.
icon check.
Yeah.
Is that trash something from here?
An active card.
An active.
Yes, it is. Remove an active card from the game, but you keep it near your board because there are other things that bring cards back. Popularity for the hazard die, I forgot that again. Thank you, Brett. Team behind me. Okay, so we've got a 4. I can manipulate that 4 into a 6, which actually gets me extra wrenches, but I think I need to do this. Need to do that. And where are we doing with my car? My car's here. I don't need to move that. Yeah. Oh, I'm in the yellow zone. Okay, I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm in the yellow zone, so I can remove a card. And I will remove... Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to remove this card itself, but I'm also going to gain attraction. So I'm up to 7. So that card has been removed. Right. Then I'm going to spend 1 wrench to manipulate the 4 into a 5. And I'm going to use it to gain 3 wrenches for that and another wrench for that. So I'm at 8 wrenches. And I've got 7 traction. I need 1 more traction, which I'm going to get from this. I've still got loads of cards in hand that I'm not using. So I could... No, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm currently accelerating, so I get 1 traction. And then I'm going to remove a card and put it in my out of game pile. And I will remove... Now, I don't want to remove both of these because that's the card that gets me it back. So I'm actually going to remove this one. Yeah, so that's going to go. Okay, now, you like this? I've got 8 traction. I think that is enough to buy that.
Yeah, you only.
So it's 5, 6, 7, plus 1.
Yes.
So I spend 8 traction to put that on there. And now I can now have multiple discs on the other cards. And also I move 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've also got 8 wrenches. So I'm going to spend all 8 of them to buy this card that I've no idea what it does, but it's got to be good because it's worth 8 wrenches. It basically is a passive ability that gives me a bonus die.
It's quite nice.
So that's amazing. I need to get that into my hand as soon as possible.
The icons on these are spend to get, isn't it?
No, well, it's if there is a red. If you're
you've got
using a red dice,
then you
yes.
get it. That's it. Yeah, that's why it's got to move to. Yeah.
I'm going to place that card on here,
This.
and I'm going to play that card on here because I want them. I need to make sure I draw that card, so that will do it. Because I draw that one and I draw that one, so I'm actually going to keep that one. I'm going to play that one there. Yeah, the idea of playing cards to reduce your
Yeah.
cards in. Oh, my hand size is 3. Oh, right. Hang on. Okay.
Just play one on the one and then it'll go.
Well, but then it'll go and it'll come
Quincy,
back.
It does, yeah, you're right. And then it's order.
So I am going to play that.
isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Shift down first, I see.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. It's very much a puzzle. Are we all done?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So we're all got our tokens on here. So I get 3 points.
3 points to me as well.
Mark's 4 again. Okay, that stage card is done.
Now it accepts.
Yeah, 4 rounds left. Okay, cards go to the right. Return all boost dice. Return the popularity dice, which nobody gets now because me and Chris are tied.
I'm not very popular driving, but it's.
I am going to discard
Okay.
both of those cards
I
from my
didn't spend
hand.
this much time with my hair and mustache just to get like no clarity.
I'm going to draw 3. Come on. Be good. Did I get it? Did I get it? No, seriously? Rubbish dice skills. Right, next round.
My only strategy trick is, have you tried rolling better?
Blank. Yes, got it.
That's not me. That's me.
4, 5, 6.
Don't like this 3-card limit.
No, I know.
It's awful.
Can I ram Mark's car? I'd love to. I'd love to be able to ram Mark's car.
Now I can't use
Don't
my
encourage
But
it.
passive
unfortunately not.
ability either. I took hardly any damage in the game earlier, and now I'm just ramping through it.
Okay, so I can use this. I've got a 5 there. I can use it to get 2 wrenches and an extra wrench. That's 3 wrenches. Yeah, there is no card draw in this game, which is interesting. I'm going to use that to gain another 4 wrenches. So I've got 7 wrenches, which is nice. And then I'm not doing much this round at all. I don't have a counter on here. It's going to cost me 6 to put one on. I've got none, and I'm not going to get any. So interesting. I am going to put that there. I'm going to use it to get 1 traction, and then I'm in the yellow zone, which means I can get rid of one of these cards. So just need 1 more wrench. I'll tell you what, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use 1 wrench to manipulate that 6 into a 5. And then I'm going to use the 5 to get 3 wrenches, which is 9. And then I'm going to spend 8 of them to buy another one of these cards. I'm going to put it there. Well, that's a very interesting but quick. Anybody else able to put one on there? You can't have 2 tokens on the same card.
Oh, I haven't done that one.
No, you haven't done that yet. I can do that.
Let's do that one first then.
Oh, this is annoying.
I don't know how we're going to catch Mark. He's just constantly getting the 4 points, whereas I seem to be just getting the 2 and the 3 each time.
I don't think I am this turn.
No?
I'm not on here, and I don't think I can manipulate.
Yeah, but none of us are on here.
Yeah.
I think I can get on there.
We've ignored that
It's
stage.
not going to work quite as well.
I'd have absolutely trashed my car into the corner of oblivion if I tried to go onto that card.
So your car is now seriously damaged.
Yeah.
You've flipped over those 2. So for Chris, all of these chevron icons, there's an extra 2 of them on every card. And also, he can't use any of his passive abilities.
Yeah, that's why when I got this trash one, I was like, oh, let's just get rid of that card now
Right,
because
okay.
it's not
Do
help. It's not going to help.
which gives me that. And then take this one. So I roll. Get 1.
Only 1?
Oh, and another
3? Well, if you're in the yellow,
Which you're not.
which you're not in the yellow.
Ah, I know why. Because before I did that, I meant to spend the 6 on that. on this one.
So you had 9.
That would have given me 1, 2, 3, 5.
5.
So
Yeah.
then I would have been in the yellow.
Okay, so then you use the 5.
Oh no, because I didn't have. That's why.
You didn't have the 6.
Yeah, I didn't have the 6.
Okay, let's undo that.
You can't have all the bonuses off the middle and the
I'm getting greedy.
the shady sides at the same time.
What I will do is this one. So I get. No, that was at 5. That's why I'm getting confused. Yeah. So I got 4 off of that card,
Okay.
which was not allowed. Okay, so I get 2 off of that. And I can do this, so I will nuke the
Okay.
card. So that's using
So
that.
now you've got
Now I've
7
got
traction.
7, which means now I can do that for 6.
For
because I'm
6.
here.
And it moves your 5 to the right.
Yes. It's only worth 2.
And you have to flip face down the leftmost card.
That's fairly easy.
Okay. But you are going to get 2 points for it.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Eking ahead. Is it possible to play and win without taking any damage? I would say no.
Seems very
I
difficult.
don't think you can. I think this game is about pushing your limits of your car with the hazard dice. I
All
think
those
you need to
things
take
do. I don't want to
just
roll
pick,
damage
put the
dice.
safety card down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are we all done?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, you are the only person with a token on that card. So you
Woohoo.
score
2.
2 speed. These slide down. Cards slide along. Discard any number of cards from your hand.
You need to use something like these damage dice.
I'm going to discard those 2 cards from my hand. Next round.
Oh, that is so.
My problem is having a full display of cards and not clearing them out. I mean, some of them are great, but
You need
some
that
of them
card.
I do.
That could be really good.
2 damage to my car, and I have a 3/4/4, which is absolutely useless. But thankfully, I've got a wrench. So, are we all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Think so. Oh god.
And also, thankfully, I have this racing line card. So, as a passive effect, I don't need a dice above it. I gain an extra boost die. Be good.
I didn't spend.
It's a 4. It's another 4, which is, again, useless because I need a 5 or a 6 to activate this. I can still use the right-hand side. I need to be getting rid of cards. I need to be getting rid of this card. I need to be getting rid of that card. Ah! Ooh. Does this work?
I did something popular at last.
Okay. This might work. I need to get rid of this card from here and put a different one in because I'm going to be using whatever card is in here. I'm going to be using 3 times. So I'm going to spend my 1 wrench to turn that 3 into a 2. And then going to use that 2. I am currently accelerating, so I get a traction. And I'm going to discard that one.
Finish your house.
So that gets discarded. Right, now I've got an open slot. Now I can do all sorts of stuff. So I am going to do that. I'm going to play that card, use its passive ability, get another bonus dice. Okay. This is a 6. And then I think I'm just using all of these 4 dice because I'm accelerating to get 4 wrenches. I don't think I have it. Oh no, I could use 1. I'll use that to get a wrench. Now that I've got a wrench, I can now manipulate that 4 into a 3. I then use that to get 4 wrenches. Yes, that's how you do it. Combo-tastic. Right, now I spend a wrench to move that 4 into a 3 and use that to get 4 wrenches. Then I'm going to spend 8 wrenches to buy, you know you love it, it's another racing line card. Now, what else am I going to do? I am going to use a 6 to get a wrench. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, I didn't get any traction that turn. But that's okay, because I'm on there. I'm going to get another 3 points.
If I have a card, what do I see? Manipulate.
This is my 3rd game of this, and it's played very, very differently every time I've played.
I'm going to save it.
No, it's my 4th game of this. Yeah, 4th game.
It does feel like it would be very different. Oh, I forgot.
Even though I'm playing with the same cards as I played earlier on, I've just done a complete. The stage really makes a difference.
Yeah.
Right, are we all done?
Yep.
So, Chris, you have 2 stage markers on here.
6
So you're getting
points.
6
please.
points. Mark, you've got 1, so you're getting 4. And I've got 1, and I'm getting 3. 3. Right, that's that stage card done. We have 2 stages left.
I have to try not.
Nobody's mapped out this one. And the last one we have all mapped out. Right, all cards go to the right. Popularity die goes back, but then you're going to get it again, Chris.
Yep.
Bonus die go back. Discard as many cards as you want from your hand. I'm going to discard that one. Draw 3. 1, 2. How's your car looking?
Couple of bad
Oh,
rolls.
you've got 3 hazard dice.
Yeah, couple of bad rolls. It's not going to be
Well,
good.
We've not seen anybody completely crash out.
We might do
It
that.
might happen.
Oh, you're doing it for the viewers, right?
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Well, that's 7 damage.
1, 2, 3.
Boom.
1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so what happens now is at the end of each round, Chris has to reset both of his wrench and traction dials. He cannot carry any resources over now from one round to the next. Yeah, you.
I've crashed pretty much.
So 1 more damage on your car,
Which
and that's
is-
it. You're out of the
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Which is how
I'm glad we've seen it. Did you get any popularity on the?
Yeah,
you
1.
did. Okay, so I've rolled my dice, done the thing. Did I do the thing? Have I rolled my dice? No, I haven't rolled my dice.
Roll your dice.
I rolled my dice. I'm going to get damaged again. No, I'm not. To the blank. All right, 3, 6, 5. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. What have we got? Well, I've got tyre pressures. So we like tyre pressures. I'm going to use that to gain 3 wrenches. I have a plan here. I'm then going to use the passive abilities of both of my racing line cards to get 2 bonus dice. It's a 6 and a 5. I am going to use 1 wrench to turn the 3 into a 2. And then I'm going to use that to gain 4 wrenches. Yeah, this is a clever combo, I think, of doing all of this stuff. I'm then going to use another tyre pressure card to gain 3 wrenches, so up to 10. I'm then going to spend 8 of them to take another racing line card, because these are all 2 points each. Right, okay. It's just I'm not doing any of this stuff. Yeah, I've literally got a very focused strategy of just gaining wrenches and buying cards. I'm not really doing anything else. Okay, I mean, yeah, let's do it again. I'll spend a wrench to turn a 5 into a 6. Use a 6 to gain 3 wrenches. I'll spend 1 wrench to turn a 5 into a 6, and then spend it to gain 3 wrenches. I suspect this is not the best way to win, but because all I'm doing is buying cards, and I'm not discarding any. So yeah, that's yeah. I'm not going to catch Mark. No way.
No.
Although I do have 4 of these cards. That's 8 points at the end of the game. It's still not going to catch Mark. I'm ignoring you because you're going to be off in the field on fire.
Unless I roll 2 blanks, then yeah.
Call out the medics.
I didn't realise I was quite that close because I should have tried to use that more to
Heal.
yeah.
Yeah. Your team are shouting at you, come in, come
Yeah.
in. You're like, no.
No.
Flames coming out of the back of the car.
Alright, I'm going to spend 7 to put this down. Oh, wait, that means I can't manipulate this. Ooh. Oh, that's just popularity. There's no point.
No,
Oh, I didn't think that through.
not with that. Yeah, that's always the
Um,
tricky thing, is you put it on here to get the points, but then it moves
Yeah.
you into the red, and you're not going to get points, you're going to get popularity.
Yeah, so I think maybe that means I don't want it. Instead, I want to do.
I can't go on here. Oh, these are both to the left. I'm already on the left side.
I think, yeah, that means I then want to do this instead.
I couldn't get enough traction to actually go on one of them again.
I've been here for 3 turns.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is generating wrenches and buying these cards. That's all I'm doing. I've got an engine for getting wrenches. Yeah, this deck is an interesting one.
Need a way to manipulate that. That's fine. Right, and now I will actually. So then that will do 1, 2, 3. Only 2 points, but
So you've
every
gone on
level
here?
helps.
And discard a card from your board.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, there's a face down card, not doing anything.
eminently sensible.
Are we all done?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so Mark, you score 2 points.
Woohoo!
Cards go to the right. We are now about to start our final stage. Discard as many cards as you want from your hand. I'm going to discard those 2.
Might as well.
Draw 3. And then the start of the final round. Let's see if Chris crashes and burns.
I've got to roll the hazard dice.
You need 2 blanks.
Yeah.
Chances are
Of either a double 1 or a double 6, depending on which round you want to look at it.
2.8% chance.
No.
So I need to read the rules on this because it's never happened before. So let's see what happens.
Educating us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've looked out popularity though, unless I lose it all because I crash.
Well, I feel like you should have most popularity at that point because that's
If you
very
have to flip
exciting.
the 8th token,
Yeah.
it results in the complete destruction of your car, removing you from the game.
No. We
Lose all of your speed points and your popularity. Okay,
Easy come, easy go.
so it's just me and you.
risks.
Yeah.
They are the risks. I'm glad it happened on the last round of the game.
Yeah.
I think the game is probably designed
Yeah.
that it shouldn't happen earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Right. 1, 5, 5. So, what can I do? Can I do any fancy shenanigans with what? Well, I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to use both of my racing line passive effects to get 2 bonus dice. I mean, I'm getting 5 actions a turn. Should be able to do something with them. Oh, I've got a 3rd one.
Oh, you've got. Oh, yeah. That's really.
I'm just buying all of these cards. Oh, right. So. Oh, and that's the one I want. Okay, well, this has worked. So I use the 1 to get 4 wrenches. That puts me up to 10. I then spend 8 of them to buy another racing line card. Then I use that to get 4 wrenches. Okay, right. Now I should start thinking of doing something. Can I get any traction? I don't think so. I mean, my deck is not really about traction. I've got this. Oh. Does that work? Yes, sort of. But I quite like this buying all of these racing line cards because it's fun. I mean, that's 3 wrenches each time. So I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do that for 3 wrenches, which puts me up to 9. Spend 8 of them. Go down to 1. Buy another racing line card. It's 1 short. Yeah, no, that's fine. So that's another 3. That's another 3. And that's another 1, which is another 7. Add that one. It's another racing line card. Yeah. I can't wait for Petter to watch this video back afterwards and go, how many racing line cards did you get? But he's not going to win me the game. It's just been fun. It's been a very, very focused strategy on just getting wrenches and buying those cards. But it's meant that I've not done anything else. I've not done any traction. And there probably could have been better moves to make. But yeah, my car has literally stayed here for about 3 or 4 turns. Right. Mark is probably doing way more interesting things than me.
I'm
Cool.
also not spending traction. I think I'm buying the best card.
Yeah. I think I bought 7 of those.
So, let's do that.
You've managed to get rid of all of your hazard dice as well.
No, I haven't. These are.
Oh,
No, sorry.
oh, you got them.
There, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's minus 3 points at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that might be important.
Let's get one of those.
Yeah, I love these racing line cards.
And then I will spend 7 to
That-
grab the
that.
final racing line card. just
That
as
gets you
2
the red
points.
dice. Use the red
Yeah.
dice to get 3 traction. That's really good.
Okay.
You all done?
Yeah.
So we all get the points for this. So I get 3.
Same.
1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the race is over. So what we do is the most popular player gets 3 points. Second most popular player gets 1. I think that's right. Let's just double check the rules, see what it says. End of the game.
How many racing lines?
Scoring,
Yeah.
yes. Most popularity, 3 speed. Second most, 1 point. But you must have at least 1 popularity to do that. Right, we've done that. Hazard dice. I have taken one of my hazard dice, so I lose a point. You've taken all 3, so you lose 3 points. And then it's points from cards. So any card that you've bought over the course of the game contributes to your points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, that's going to win you
Yeah.
the game.
Is it?
I only get 1.
Whoa!
You got the
Wow.
minus 1.
It worked.
Nice.
Thought it was all going so well.
Wow, it was, but I got a
You got
ridiculous
crazy
amount of
your
points for these
cards,
cards. Again, it's a sponsored video. I can't give my opinions, but what an unusual way that I played the game over the last 4 turns is basically not doing this, because I got the marker out early on them, and then just didn't bother with that at all. I just spent the entire game just generating wrenches because of the combo that I had. That quite often it was spend 1 wrench to get 4.
Yeah.
So manipulating the dice to constantly keep getting 4 wrenches and just buy as many racing line cards as I could.
You have crazy amounts of boost dice then by the look of it.
Yeah, I had 3
Yeah.
racing line cards in play. So on the last round of the game,
Yeah. Yep.
I was just generating. I was effectively having 6 actions a turn, and those actions were all just generating wrenches.
Yeah.
I was lucky that I rolled. As long as I had 1 or 2 wrenches spare from one round to the next, I
Yeah.
could always do it, and then it generated 4, and then I used those 4 to manipulate the other dice. But yeah, I got lucky in that the card that generates me 4 wrenches, the dice were already near it, but I did have another card that generated me 3 wrenches, but then I rolled 3 5s. So suddenly that was 9 wrenches just straight away without having to manipulate it.
Were you buying multiple cards per turn?
I
then
was.
from that?
In that last round, I bought 2 of those,
Yeah.
each of which cost me 8.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, in the best you can do is get 4 off of a card. So if you're able to buy a couple of cards each turn, then that's 3 or 4
That's
points,
compensating
which is
for that.
pretty equivalent.
It's just the
So,
fact that I was quite far behind because you were regularly getting 4 speed for being here,
Yes.
and I was getting 2 and 3 for being here.
Having the ability to just ignore the damage dice means that I could
That
just
is pretty.
leave them and then occasionally get them back
Mhm.
and generate a couple more traction if I need to try and get onto something.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Right, so we're all done. That was it. That showed you how the game played. We saw 3 of the racing drivers. There is another racing driver, Harry Jordan, who's all about popularity. So he gains extra popularity for doing things, and he can spend popularity to change his dice to 6s. So that's his kind of shtick. That's what he does. There are 5 different full stages included in the game. We saw the mountains today, but there is the seaside, there is the village, there is driving at night, and there is driving through the forest. And each of them will have unique icons. There's a big list of icons on the back of the sheet. I don't think there's that many more. No, I think we've pretty much seen most of them.
Yeah.
There's a couple there maybe that we haven't seen, like that one. Swap any 2 active cards. But yeah, you saw how that plays. And as I mentioned at the start, this game is going to be available at Gen Con. You can swing by the Ares booth. You can say hello to Petter, who designed the game. Say hello from me. And you can get a demo of the game if you want to try it yourself. They're also doing some kind of rally tournament that you can join in on. But it is going to be available at Gen Con for purchase. If you're not going to Gen Con, it will be available at Essen as well. So head by the Albi booth at Essen. I think Ares Games might have it as well. But Albi are going to be at Essen, and they are going to be selling it there. So that's everything. Thank you very much to you two for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of my patron supporters for funding the channel. And as mentioned at the start, it's the last stream in this studio, hopefully. So yeah, we will see. Tomorrow morning, the new studio is going in. 2 days of installation, and then hopefully on Friday, the next stream will be in the new studio. But yeah, we will see. Thanks again. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.